if you wish to play any music while we're doing our yoga, then you can start your music or use the playlist. So 3, 2, 1, go. So design the class around stretching out hamstrings today. So I think many people are doing a lot more sitting than normal. It's nice to stretch them out. So maybe gently closing the eyes, coming into your own space. Heading back to the centre. We'll continue these circles now with the head rolling down, lifting up to one side. And when you're ready to breathe out, following with the head, breathing into the other side, rolling around, and coming back to the centre. Take a big inhale, reaching the arms up. Easy exhale, bringing your palms to your heart centre. Inhale through the nose. Long exhale. Twice more, breathing in. One more time. And easy exhale, just tipping forward, taking a little sway here, side to side. And then walking the hands back towards you, press down behind, take a big inhale, lifting up from the chest. Maybe taking the head back or lifting the hips, doing whatever feels nice. Easy exhale, sinking back down. Just take some side stretches here, taking a big inhale up and over, softening into your side. Inhale up and over to the other side. Nice. And then taking your right leg out to the side. And sliding your hand down your leg, opening through the chest. And you might wish to really feel the opening of the chest more than stretching as far as you can. Just doing what's good for your body. Exhale, rotating around and just taking wrist upon wrist, gentle sway side to side. Maybe exploring the other side too, coming into a little twist. Seeing what feels good. And taking the soles of the feet together, leaning back. Inhale, lifting from the chest. And easy exhale, coming back down. Taking the other leg out to the side. And sliding your hand down your leg, just nice. Going down a side stretch here, opening up the side of the body. Nice deep breath in. And coming up and over, wrist upon wrist. And feel free to just move to a place you might move the hip back towards you or the thigh back towards you. So a gentle sway side to side. And then rolling back up, bringing soles of the feet together. And clasping the hands underneath the soles. Inhale, lifting up. And easy exhale, folding forward. So you can just round the back and have the arms straight, or you can fold all the way forward. And sliding the hands towards you, joining the knees together and rolling around, coming to all fours. And you're starting to move through the spine, however feels nice. This could be a forward and back day, or a side to side day, or just rolling around in circles or figure of eights. Or it could be a day where you just want to be on all fours. Just a little bit of stillness. So you take whichever option feels nice. We'll meet up on all fours. Take a big inhale as you extend the right arm forward, the left heel back. And exhale, folding in, elbow to your knee. Twice more, stretching out. Folding in. One more time. And coming back to all fours, going for the other side. Extending the left arm long, the right heel straight back. Folding in as you breathe out. So it's nice to start with the breath and then move in behind that breath. Allowing the breath to fuel the movement. Coming back to all fours. Just spreading the fingers now, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Just pedaling through the legs here. Maybe lingering on one side. Coming over to the other side. Maybe rising high onto the tiptoes. Whatever that feels nice, so a nice stretch. You might feel that stretch through a nice long spine, maybe with knees bending, or maybe stretching out the hamstrings. Take 3 nice big sighs here, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Twice more. And sliding your right hand back towards your left shin, looking out underneath your arm. Coming back to the other side. And back to your downward facing dog, a nice little sway side to side. And start to take a nice simple walk, coming forward, your hands coming to fingertips. And just catching hold of the elbows, gentle sway side to side. And releasing the hands down, inhale, rolling up, softening the knees as you go. Bringing the shoulders high, exhale, rounding all the way back. Rolling the shoulders up and back. Take a big inhale with the arms now. Looking up, rolling all the way forward and down. Take a little movement, a little shake of the arms. And inhale halfway, nice long spine. Exhale, folding down. Take a big inhale, reaching up. Palms to your heart center. Inhale. Exhale all the way forward and down. Inhale halfway. Folding down, bending the knees, sinking the hips low. Inhale, reaching up. And sinking down to your chair pose. Inhale, lifting up, sweeping the hands all the way right. Inhale, lifting up, rolling down to the other side. Exhale all the way down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, folding down. Take a big inhale, reaching up. Palms to your heart center. Just releasing the hands. And just starting to Roll the hands forward, the hands back, bending the knees as you go. And you can go as high as you wish. Maybe hold a breath as you come up. Pause in the space between the breaths, coming all the way down. Maybe go a few more ways and then hold, linger. And roll all the way, big circles. Twice more. One more time. Going around the other way. Whenever you're ready, exhaling. Rolling down. Exhale. And then all the way forward and down. Inhaling halfway. Exhale. So just taking the hands forward. Nice simple walk back to your downward facing dog. We'll meet up there. Take a big inhale, sweeping the right leg high. Exhaling, stepping through between the hands. Ease the back knee down. Inhale, lifting up. And just sinking a little way forward. One more time, just sinking forward. And releasing the hands, tuck the back toes, take a little walk back to your heel. And we'll just stay here for a few breaths, gently lifting as you breathe in and softening as you breathe out. Exhaling, walking the hands forward, press down, lifting the hips high. Come as high as you need, as high as you like, and settling in here. And bending both knees, take a big inhale, lifting up. And easy exhale, settling in here. Inhale. Sweeping the hands behind you, interlace the hands. Inhale here. And then extending the legs, lifting the hips, coming forward. Again, nice stretch. You can soften here, or you can take the crown of the head forward. Whatever feels nice. Releasing the hands down, step back to your downward facing dog. Take a big inhale, sweeping the left leg high, leaning right and then stepping forward between the hands. The knee comes down as you go. Inhale, opening out, sinking forward a little way. Exhaling, tucking the back toe, take a little walk back to your heel. Stretch here, gently moving with the breath. Allowing the breath to lift all of you up, softening all of you down. Exhaling, walking the hands forward, press down, lift the hips high. You might step the back foot in a little way. Both toes facing forward, softening here. Take a nice stretch through the back of your leg. If it's feeling a little tight, you can always give it a nice stroke, little rub. All the way down, maybe it's your hands, your calves. Yes, softening into the knees. Inhale, lifting up. And softening back down. Big inhale. Rolling all the way forward and down. Step back to your downward facing. Inhale, roll it out. Softening the elbows, the knees, rolling down. Inhale, lift it up. Little sway here if that feels nice. Rolling all the way down. Inhaling all the way up and back. Take a child's pose here. Maybe rolling the head from side to side. Feel really nice. Just take a few breaths here. Nice long, gentle breaths. Take a nice breath in, moving behind the breath, coming to all fours. Spreading the fingers, tucking the toes, take a big inhale, hips go high. And softening here, breathe in, step your right foot forward between the hands, walking the hands around, finding a nice wide leg forward fold. Just softening here, the knees can be a little soft, just a gentle sway from side to side. And coming over to one side. Let's come over to the left side. Bending into that knee, turning to face your feet, your toes coming up. Just wiggle your toes at you. Morning. And then coming up and over to the other side. Take a little wiggle at the toes. Softening into this stretch. And coming back to the center. Slowly just going to take the knees down. So you're in a wide knee, all fours. And just softening here, taking the hips back. It's like frog pose. And softening in here. Inhale, coming back. And turning your left foot out to the side. Leaning up. Take a big inhale, up and over towards the extended leg. Inhaling up and over, placing the palm down. Nice stretch up and over. You might take a balance here if you wish. Floating the extended leg up. And then coming all the way up. And releasing down, coming back to your frog pose. Sinking the hips back a little way. Nice wide knees. Inhale, coming up to the other side. So this time taking your right foot out to the side. Take a big inhale up and over towards the right side. Inhaling up and over, placing the palm down, nice stretch. So you can press down to the shin if you wish to take a balance. Releasing here, bending both knees, the knees are wide, and sinking down, frog pose. Inhale, lifting up. Placing the palms down, we'll make our way back to a wide leg forward fold. Just catching hold of the elbows. Gentle sway side to side. Walking our way back, framing the front foot. And step back to your downward facing dog. Easing the knees down, sink hips to heels. And just come over to one side, so taking the legs out in front of you. We're going to take a seated balance today. If you happen to be practicing with somebody, you can come face to face with them. I don't know if anyone's practicing together at home today, but there's always options. So we're coming through a series of boat pose. So taking the hands behind and getting a nice balance on the sit bones. And whenever you're ready, you can keep the hands down, just lifting the shins up to halfway. Thank you. So you're lifting from the chest, So taking as little weight into the hands as possible. And take a big breath in, extending the right leg. Lifting from the chest. Exhale, coming back in. Inhale, left side. Exhale. And then tapping the right foot down. Coming back to the center. Tapping the left. Coming back. So we're going to do that one more time, but this time with the hands coming out front. If you wish to keep the hands down, that's fine too. And just let your breath lift you up. Inhale. Exhaling. And then crossing the legs, folding forward, taking a little sway, little circles. Coming back to your sit bones, and we'll take one more balance, maybe a little bit of fun. Take a big inhale, extending both legs, the hands can be down or balancing, and inhale, opening out. Maybe a little cross at the ankles, opening out. And then crossing all the way down, folding forward. Maybe interlacing the hands, settling in. Now releasing all the way back. Take the knees together, rolling around, coming to all fours. We'll make our way up to a downward facing dog. So spreading the fingers, tucking the toes, lifting the hips. And taking whatever feels nice here. Take a big inhale, sweeping the right leg high, maybe bending into the knee. We'll stay here for a little while, softening the standing leg as you breathe out. Breathing in, lifting. And whenever you're ready, exhale, leaning over to the left side as you step up with the right foot, easing the back knee down. And bring the hands both inside of the front foot. Maybe heel toeing the foot a little bit out away from you. Coming into a lizard pose here. If you want a bit of a stronger stretch, you can always lift the knee, tuck the toes and lift the knee. Maybe take a little twist here if that feels nice. So really finding, exploring a place that feels nice for you. Unwinding. Heel toeing your foot across to the other side. So we're coming towards what I call a lazy pigeon. So finding that nice position for your front knee, your front foot, and then bending the back leg as well. So it's your choice if you wish to go for a full pigeon pose, you can do that. You can just come into a nice lazy pigeon. Finding a nice place to settle, a place that feels good for you. Just gently releasing from the hips. If you can sense any tension, any tightness in the hips, just breathe and watch how your breath can soften, can dissolve the tension. It might be that you just find another little place that feels a little bit more relaxed, more comfortable in the hips. And starting to come up to a seat. Leaning over to one side, bringing the back leg all the way up and over, finding a nice twist. Take a big inhale, lifting up. Just imagine all that space between the bones, your spine, rolling around. Coming to a nice counter pose. Coming back to the centre, all the way back to all fours. And we'll make our way to a downward facing dog. Take a big inhale, sweeping the left leg high behind. And bending into that knee if that feels nice. You're bending maybe both knees now as you soften. Breathing in, lifting up. And leaning left as you step the front foot forward, easing the back knee down. I found myself on the same side, so I'll come over to the other side. So both hands are inside now, but further out towards the edge of the mat. And if you've done one version on one side and you come to this side, don't feel like you have to do the same on both sides. Listen in, see what your body wants to do. Maybe it wants to do something slightly different on this side. And then coming towards a pigeon pose, so heel toeing your foot across, releasing the knee to the mat. At any point, if your knee is painful, just find another position that feels comfortable on your knee. I'm going to go and find my lazy pigeon. You could also call this cozy pigeon. I don't like the word lazy. Taking nice, long, deep breaths all the way down the back of your body, activating the vagus nerve, your rest and digest mode. Just letting your body know that everything's okay. It's okay to relax and release. Coming over, starting to unwind now. Coming over towards your left side and sweeping the leg from behind all the way up and around. Up and over your knee. So breathing in, releasing the shoulders. Whenever you're ready, up and over into a nice twist. And coming back to your center. Leaning back, unwinding the legs. And rolling down onto your back. So just guiding the knees in for the lines, rolling down. Taking the legs either, or the arms either side. And just rolling the knees from side to side. And taking the sole of your left foot down to the mat. Inhale, hug your right knee into the chest and then extend the foot high up to the sky. So taking your hands behind your thigh wherever they come. And taking the toes towards you. Breathing in, lifting from the chest, Maybe your hands come a little higher. As you come down, bring your leg towards you, leg along with you. Just taking several breaths, opening the back of the legs. And then releasing, softening that knee, hugging in towards you. And switching over to the other side. Left knee comes in towards you. Extend the heel high up to the sky. Maybe rolling the ankle, or taking the toes towards and away. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in and lift. As you release the head back down, your leg coming towards you. Releasing that knee. Dragging both knees in towards you. And taking the hands behind your thighs, just below the knees. Start to roll backwards and forwards. Along your spine. Backwards and forwards. Come all the way up, soles of the feet to the ground. And sliding the hands down towards your toes, releasing the head beneath or between the knees. So nice long neck, maybe taking the hands underneath your legs, catching hold of the elbows. Lifting up. And bringing one knee in towards you, extending the other leg. And just folding forward. You wish to go for a bind, taking the hand behind. And then gently release that one, going for the other side, extending the other leg. Inhale. And just coming to a nice cross leg position. A big inhale. And easy exhale. Thank you for your time, your energy, and your light. And move on to some mindfulness.
Right, so thank you, Nikki. Just stay where you are. Come to a comfortable position with your hands. They can either be resting up, or they can be resting down, or they can be in your lap. And come to gently close your eyes and focus at the forehead. As you breathe in, mentally say sat, and then breathing out, mentally saying none. You can do this out loud as well if you want to. Sat, breathing in, and then none, breathing out. The emphasis is more on sat, sat, none, focusing at the brow all the time. Sat, none. And carry on breathing in to a sat, breathing out to none. It's being your truth. It's I am is what I am. Truth is my identity. It's a very good focus for bringing you in the present and for changing habitual habits and patterns. Start. No. It works on hypothalamus gland and is very much associated with our behavioural patterns. And if you want to practice this away from today's class, you can do this for however long you'd like to sit for. So the ideal time would be quite a long time, about 30 minutes, but that probably isn't necessarily ideal. So just a few minutes can be beneficial. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. And then very gently, without disturbing yourself too much, you can either stay where you are or come to relaxing on the mat, where we do a very short relaxation practice. So whatever you decide to do, whether you're coming to line or whether you stay where you are, just come to bring your attention to your feet. Relax your feet and release into the space beyond your feet. Bring your attention to the tops of your feet and the soles of your feet. The heels, the ankles, and relax. Relax your legs, the shins, and the calves. Your knees, fronts of your knees, and relaxing behind the backs of your knees. Your legs, thighs, tops of the thighs, backs of the thighs. Moving to your hips and your toes. And your lower abdomen, relaxing your lower abdomen. Moving to your stomach, liver, going up to the chest, sternum, lift and relax your sternum, diaphragm, moving up to your collarbones, smoothing across your collarbones to your shoulders, opening your shoulders, moving down the tops of your arms, the upper arms, to your elbows, inside the elbows and outside the backs of your elbows, along your forearms, to your wrists and your hands, the backs of the hands and the palms, and down to your fingers, your thumbs, second fingers, third, fourth, and little fingers, and the space beyond your fingers, bring your attention now to the base of your spine and moving along the spine, your lower back, relaxing through to your mid-back, to the space between the shoulder blades and your upper back, to the back of the neck and along the shoulders, and the neck moving to the back of the head, and to the ears and the space between the ears, moving to the top of the head, across the top of the head, down to the forehead, and smoothing across your eyebrows, circling your eyes, and moving now gently and slowly along the bridge of your nose, across to your cheekbones, and along down by your jaw, coming down to your chin, and focusing on your chin and your throat, coming back to speaking our truth as we connect to our throat. That's Sat Nam principle. Truth is my identity. And then bringing your attention to focus very softly on the entrance of your nostrils. And just noticing the air as it comes in, slightly cooler on the in-breath, and then slightly warmer as the air comes out. Just keep your attention at your nostrils. And today's thought for the day is how we see things or don't see them determines in a large measure how we respond to them. And today's poem is by Rumi, The Guest House. This human being is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Just take a moment to have a thought for the day, a wish for the day. And mentally repeat that thought to yourself a couple of more times to set your intention for the day. And now imagine looking at yourself as you are either sitting or lying on the mat, as if you're looking at yourself in a mirror, connecting with every part of your body. Be aware of the parts of you that connect with the floor, grounding yourself and earthing yourself to come back to the day, the reality, of our everyday life. And come to move your fingers and your toes. If you're lying, then begin to hug your knees into your chest. You can either stay where you are, or if you want to come to a seated position, then taking your time so as not to disturb the energy and the calmness that we've been working to. Just come to wherever you want to just take a bow for yourself, finishing the class. Have a very good rest of the day, and thank you very much. Namaste.